Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Rhonda, how are you?
Good morning.
So it's Tuesday. We have some stuff to sell today. But first of all, let's say hello to the two people that are here that I see. I see Chu. Good morning. And Sally. Sally,
Good
thanks for
morning.
coming
Good
in.
morning. I got to mute for a second. I just realized I don't have any coffee beans
Oh, boy.
grinded.
Sally, I'm going to drop my email. So welcome, Sally. I see it's your first time. This is a selling and laughing show. I will show some things. There's no rhyme or reason as to what we show. We hang out, we chat, we talk about whatever. If you want to shoot me your email, Sally, with your PayPal information, you're more than welcome to then bid on anything that I may sell. And there's my email. And that'll be that. And I'll get you a wrench. I will get you a wrench. So, and Jocelyn, thanks for coming in. Thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate it. So first of all, it's Tuesday. We had Jeopardy on Sunday, the Jeopardy style game we do here on the channel, and we have a new champion. Cassie, the Queen Bean, is her YouTube name, the Queen Bean, Cassie. She won last week or the other day, so she will be the new champion, and will defend her title in March, on March 5th. Zach, Bonnie's son. I don't see if Bonnie's here. Robin, how are you? Memories. But I don't see Bonnie, but Bonnie's son Zach won the giveaway, so he will be the giveaway contestant. And then we have our third person selected already, which is going to be Cool Ranch Dorito. Amy is going to be the third contestant in March. She seems excited for that. So congratulations to Cassie. Thank you to Nikki for being there for so many months as the winner. And we were talking at some point we'll have to do a like a term champions, return of the champions or something. Bring back, have Robin come back, and my friend Chris, who won a couple months in a row, and Nikki, Cassie. We'll have to figure it out. But there she is. There's Cassie right there. And we'll have to figure that out. But for now, we will go with our monthly show, and Cassie will be in that top spot. I appreciate it, Paula. Thank you so much for coming in.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Absolutely appreciate you coming in, spreading the word. Needed to be spread around somewhere. Just felt you needed to be spread. I don't know what that. I don't know why she kept.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Why?
Well, you might fit right in. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, Cass.
I don't know why she capitalized spread there. I don't understand. But
Somebody's trying to make us giggle.
I guess so. I do have a cool piece that I'm going to show you today, and I'll offer it up. It's a Trifari brooch that I was very fortunate to get. I will offer it here for sale. I'll tell you that I'm going to list it on eBay if it's not sold today for $149. But I will sell it today if anyone is interested in it for a little less. But I'll show it in a little bit. And we will be done. So we try to be done here by like 10:45 Eastern. Rhonda heads over to Big Barn to mod there for Big Barn Auction Company, and they do their Tuesday and Thursday morning shows, 10:55 Eastern. So we'll be done. Mama Beth, how are you? Thanks so much for coming in. I do have. So I know nobody like whenever a seller says this, usually the chat does not respond at all. But I do have some Vera bags that I showed the other day. We didn't have enough people really to have any interest. If anyone's interested in some Vera Bradley bags, hey Andrew. I will throw this Trifari brooch with the tiger.
Paula, come harass me at Big Bird too.
Yeah. Hey, Renee. Good morning. I also have a necklace that I got the other day that. So I've been very fortunate in the last few days in my sourcing, or last week, I should say. I've gotten some pieces that I can list or sell for $149 or $40 or whatever, and I've gotten them. I've been very fortunate in how much I've had to pay for them. So it's been some good sourcing on some higher end. I call higher end jewelry. I know some people that's not higher end to some, but to me that's more than what I usually sell in terms of single pieces of jewelry. So what did we talk about? Jabberdy. We are doing, and the thumbnail is not up yet. I just confirmed with Nikki last night. We are going to do Drop It on Saturday.
Cool.
Huh?
Cool.
Cool. We're going to be a few minutes later than normal. I have to be at the middle school with my son until 12:30, and it's about a 20-minute ride home. So if we get out right when we're supposed to, and I get home, it'll be 12:50. I think we're going to start it. I'm going to set the thumbnail for 1:30, and we'll go half hour less than what we normally do. And that's only for this coming Saturday. And then we have to take a few weeks off because I will be away on vacation. I'll miss 2 weekends on vacation. So,
but he'll be back in time for Jabberdy in March.
Right, that's right. Which means I have to drop my clues. I have to be strategic about how I drop the clues for March, because I don't know that I'm going to be on. I had an eye doctor's appointment for tomorrow mid-morning, and they called and had to cancel it and rescheduled it for Thursday at 9:30. So I don't know. I probably won't make it back in time to even do any bit of my morning show on Thursday. And then we'll have Drop It.
In other words, y'all, pay attention to his community tab.
That's right, community tab. And now here's the other thing that I don't have to be as careful with. Nikki, so I never thought it was appropriate when Nikki was the defending champion of Jabberdy to do a clue when I was selling live with Nikki. That just wasn't fair, right? That's not fair. She's on. I'm still going to sell with Nikki, but I didn't think it was fair to do a clue when she was a contestant on Jabberdy when she was live with me. Now that she is not going to be a contestant on Jabberdy, just selling with me as a friend, I can drop clues anytime I want, which includes Saturday during Drop It. So, and Nikki will be back at some point. I'm sure I will, like Rhonda, who fills in when someone cancels or a last minute issue comes up. Rhonda fills in. I'm sure if there was ever a time that we needed to fill in, Nikki would fill in as well if Rhonda couldn't make it, or if Rhonda just wanted a month off. Because poor Rhonda was on originally, and then I think there's only been 2 or 3 that you haven't been on. Isn't that right?
2, yeah.
2 out of 11 that Rhonda hasn't been on. The first one was intentional. She was invited on as the guest for the first one, and then but what that means is someone has been canceling someone out of the contestants, not just a single person, but someone either doesn't show up or can't make it last minute, and I asked Rhonda to fill in. So
it's fun to be a Jabberdy mod. But I suck at Jabberdy. Like, I can answer those questions easily, mostly. Some of them are hard. A lot of them are hard.
Now, see, I thought you were gonna run away with the rapper's real name category the other day, but
Calvin Harris.
I did do so yesterday.
Of course, I knew Biggie, so I renamed myself.
Sure. Switching, I'm thinking about rappers' real names right now, and my mind is going in a different direction. So I did do yesterday. Calvin Harris, hashtag Calvin Harris, 40 nuns. It's funny. So we all know we hashtag 40 nuns is that we pick on Nikki because of her handwriting, and that's what I thought she wrote at one point.
Yeah.
It still does look like it looks like that.
Yes, it does.
But yesterday, so on our counter upstairs, there are like 4 lists right now. One is just kind of our general family things we got to do over the next few days. That's kind of constantly being updated and added to or whatever. One is Abby's packing list of the stuff she wants to take on vacation, and we asked her to make a list because she would, she would think that she's taking enough stuff to fill like 5 suitcases when we're like, no, it has to fit in your backpack. So we had her make a list, and then the other one was stuff that I needed to do, kind of my packing list of things that I needed to do before vacation. Turn my eBay store off. There's some things down here I want to make sure are picked up and turned off, and that are fine when you're down here every day, but if you're going to be gone for a while, that you want to just turn off and restart and whatever. So that was my list, and Emily read it the other day. She goes, "What does this say?" And it was clear as day to me what it said, and she couldn't read it. So the hashtag 40 nuns came up in our conversation the other day too. But that was for me, not for Nikki. I have a screen. Yeah, good. I hope you saved that paper. I don't know if I do or not. I probably do because that was so freaking hilarious. So yesterday, and that was what I was getting to after the 40 nuns thing and the Calvin Harris. I jumped on Whatnot with 15 minutes notice. I did a pop-up, and with only 15 minutes notice, and as expected, I got, I think, 8 people in, and I sold some stuff, which was great. But I just wanted to make sure that I knew how to, because it's been a while since I've been on there, which buttons to press, how to move things, how to do the giveaways and all that other good stuff. Because I am having the show on Friday evening at 7:00, and I plan on doing more of that. Try to do an hour, still doing the YouTube, but trying to do an hour or so on Whatnot, because now it's easy to copy things over from that don't sell on one show, copy them over to the next. So I've seen that a lot on there lately, where people do 5-6 shows and they're adding 4 or 5, 6 new things, but it's still a lot of the old stuff. And sometimes you think, man, why are you selling the same stuff? But other times it just matters on who your audience is, right? So if you get the right person in, they might be something of interest. So we're gonna try doing that in this after Friday, but not while I'm on vacation. I do plan on going live. Surprisingly, there will be no schedule. It's going to be whenever the mood hits. I will go live from vacation, and that's just going to be thrown on. Like I say, I will do it through StreamYard so that I can run it through StreamYard, but it might be within, I might schedule whatever the lowest amount of time that StreamYard will let me schedule ahead. If that's 15 minutes or whatever, that might be the all the notice that we have, and we'll just do what we do. It's not going to be a lot of talking and stuff. It'll be more just hanging out and maybe some sunsets or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just like eBay, it matters who is in the, yeah, right. It matters who's there. And like eBay, the difference there, eBay, you can like the item, you can go back and look at it again. You can think about it for hours or days. If you can shop around to see if there's anybody else has a better one or a cheaper one. And Whatnot, it's tough because it's 30-second auctions and it can be gone. So I appreciate that, Cassie. Thank you, Queen Bee. I do appreciate that. So we have 13. I will show that I got to move this. I was working on some pins before we went live, so I got to move my total pins. That's what I sell, but I will show you this Trifari brooch if anyone's interested. Okay, for some reason I have cords everywhere here, all up in my my viewing space. I do have an interesting eBay story before we do this. So I sell my pin. I sell lots of pins. I sell lapel pins. I have thousands of them listed, and I always take a picture of the front, of course, and then the back I take with my ruler so that people can see with my L ruler so that people can see the measurements. And because it's tough when you say, oh, it's approximately 3/8 of an inch, it's kind of hard to gauge that, but if you can see it on a ruler, it helps some people. And I had someone email me the other day or message me through eBay and say, can you take a picture of that pin with a penny? I said, what? They're like, yeah, I want to gauge the size. And I said, well, I said, the measurements are there, right? If you just scroll through the pictures, the measurements are there. They were like, I can't read that. Okay. So I took a picture of the penny, and then they came back. So actually, here's the penny. You can tell it's a circulated penny, but it's a typical.
It's a penny.
It's a penny. They came back with, could you take it with a shinier penny?
Oh boy. And
I just said no. I said no. They're like, well, I'm trying to get the true color. And when you have a circulated penny that has, whatever, it's not the shiny copper like a brand new penny. I don't have a brand new penny here, but it's a penny. And I just said no. I said, no. I have anytime I buy things, you get a box lot or whatever, sometimes there's a penny or a nickel in the bottom of the box. I have a little bowl on the under here that I just toss that all in, and so having a penny was no big deal. Going to find a shiny penny, I didn't have one, and I just thought, what? It's a lapel pin. Let's start there, right? It's a lapel pin. So are you trying to match it to their wardrobe? I mean, if it's a little more coppery than gold or gold and coppery, it's not. I mean, it's not real gold. There was no, it's clearly not real gold, especially for the price that I have it. There's nowhere that I indicated that it was real gold or even gold tone. I don't know, that stuff drives me nuts. And I would never ask somebody to, well, so you know what? There we go. Shiny penny. Shiny penny.
Shiny penny.
Shiny penny. And I'm got to write these down. Shiny penny. I don't understand. And you know what? In those messaging, any of those apps where you message somebody, the question is, can you take it with a shinier penny? And if there was some explanation in there, maybe I would understand. But just saying, now I want to see it with a different penny makes it sound like you're trying to make me jump through hoops to because you can, and I don't appreciate that. So I'm going to show you this brooch. Shiny penny is the Javerty Pooch. Shiny penny. And we are all done with that. Hey, Anthony, how are you?
Hey, Anthony.
Guys, I don't know where Anthony is getting his stuff. He talks about a warehouse, but if you are on Whatnot, go follow full-time reseller Anthony. And you're a sports cards or non-sports cards, that guy has rooms full of sports cards, like boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes. And he's selling some great stuff, and he goes live every single day, and he's just crushing it selling cards. So if you're on Whatnot, go check out Anthony on Whatnot. He also does sales on YouTube, but right now he is crushing it on Whatnot with his sports cards.
Anthony.
Yeah, he is doing really well. That's awesome. I did get some cards from him the other day. They were more, they were non-sports cards, and a little bit more risque. And I said, I wonder if there's a market for those, but we'll see. The
I like risque.
not your kind of risque. Remember who you're talking to. Not that. Not like that.
That's funny.
He might have some of those too. I've never seen him on there, but he might have some of those too. But I'm glad you came in, Anthony, because that's awesome. Like I say, that whatever that warehouse, he keeps calling it the warehouse, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a friend that has stuff. If it's a business, but he says he goes to the warehouse and he comes back with these cards, boxes of cards, and he's just crushing it. So go check him out if you're on Whatnot. Give him a follow. Like I said, he is going. He's been, what is that, Anthony? A couple months now. You've been going live every day, at least once a day, sometimes twice.
Nice. Well, that's how you gotta do it on Whatnot, I think.
Yep. But he's just, from what I see, like, I'm not in every show. I stop in every once in a while. I say hi, but he's got a following and he's selling stuff. So my buddy has a warehouse just stacked with stuff. See, that's awesome.
I wish I could show you. I just received pictures from somebody who wants to go, quote unquote, into business with me. Oh my gosh, the amount of stuff. It's an antique dealer who's no longer selling. Yeah.
You gonna?
I'm excited, but a little overwhelmed because there's a lot of stuff.
Is that local to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So where Rhonda and I are about 30 minutes apart. We live about 30 minutes drive apart. Where Rhonda lives has an antique.
Be right back. My daughter's calling.
History and following. There are quite a few older antique shops, and then some people with lots of money that come up from that came up years ago from New York City and kind of set up antique shops. So. Yeah, see, Anthony, Whatnot took off, so he stopped the YouTube auctions, which is great because you can always come back, keep your account active, and people would show up there too, Anthony, if you ended up doing a Friday night show again like you used to. So glad you came in. I'm glad you came in so I could give you that plug. I think it's awesome how well you're doing on there. So all right, with the penny, with a non-shiny penny, I'm going to show you this brooch that I got the other day, and we'll do this. Rhonda will be back in just a second, but let's see if we can get better light and focus. There we go. So that is a Trifari tiger. It's marked Trifari TM right there. It's got the green eyes. And if you look that up, if you look up Trifari Tiger, you'll see that it's a nice piece to have. I'll even throw in the penny, but the Trifari Tiger brooch. And I don't have. Let me see. I don't have my light plugged in. Give me just a second. There we go. That helps. Yeah, that's nice. So I'm going, like I told you what I was going to list it for on eBay, but I will, if anybody wants it for $100 today, I would sell it by now for $100.
What an awesome find, Jabby.
I was very happy with that. If you can see there, the eyes. And it's funny because the person that was selling it said it's a Trifari cat, and they're like, I couldn't find anything on it, and I was like, maybe use the word tiger instead of cat. And
Y'all, there's meat on that bone too. Wow.
So if you look it up as Trifari Tiger rather than Trifari Cat, you get you will find some listings. Yeah, so $100 buy now if anyone is interested in that.
Now, see, if that's someone who was selling on multiple platforms, I would tell them to put it on Poshmark because they're more apt to get more money on Poshmark than they would on eBay for that.
Right. I'm not going to say who I bought it from because that wouldn't be fair to them. I don't want to embarrass them or anything. But
that's awesome.
So there's that.
Great condition too.
It is. It's in wonderful condition. The pin is nice and straight. The rollover clasp is nice and tight. That's what I find a lot. Like we all know, if you watch my channel, Nikki is more the brooch person and I am more the pendant person. But you get these brooches and that rollover clasp is functioning but loose.
Right.
And you get the penny. Yeah, it's not a shiny penny. It is a 2001, I think it says. 2001 U.S. penny does come with it. And if you ask for a shinier penny, you'll get blocked. But there's that. I'm going to move that over.
Right, Mama Beth? I'd list it at 2.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I listed it. I don't know. Maybe I will do an auction. I like to have an auction going, like at least one auction going in my eBay store. I think it just keeps traffic there because things are ending. You know, it
do
ends
an auction with
days.
minimum, right? And if they don't hit the minimum,
yeah, it costs you to do that though.
Oh, gotcha.
I could just set it at the minimum price I'm willing to accept.
Right.
Or start it there, and then. But that was it. I got another piece. Give me just a second. I'll show you. Not $100 piece, but a cool piece. I'll show you. Just a second. Just a second. Okay.
Have a sip of ginger ale.
So this is. Anyone want to guess? Anyone want to guess who the designer is on that?
Designer?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Here. Be right back.
So it's got the cloth beads, multi-strand, like braided piece. It's not even braided. It's more of a textured thing. It's got the cloth pieces, and then it's got the silver snakes on the cords too. So each one of those silver pieces is actually a curled up snake with the head sticking out. And they do slide up and down so you can move them how you want. This is Wilma Spagli. WILMA SPAGLI. Wilma Spagli. I don't know if it's going to show up on the. There's Wilma Spagli. But necklace, and it is. Where's my measuring tape? Gone. My daughter was down here. I don't know where it is. So not the way I usually like to measure jewelry, but about 10 inches, 10-inch drop, so about a 20-inch. Hey, Marketplace, how are you? Showing a few things today. If anyone's interested.
Who's the maker on that?
Wilma Spagli.
Who?
WILMA SPAGLI. And it's got the cloth, and then each one of the silver pieces is actually like a wound snake. Focus. There we go. See that? Each one of those. Wilma Spagli, Spagli.
That's a name I
So,
haven't heard.
well, I know. So
I
what I
saw
know
it.
Rhonda's doing right now is checking it out.
Yeah.
Spagli. Boy.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Wilma Spagli. Another one I did very well on. So I don't even know where I'm going to start this one. But the snakes, I know some people aren't snake people, and I am not a snake person, but I just think that is cool. I've never seen anything like that before, with the cloth wrapped around the beads there. I mean, tell me that doesn't look like like every couch in the 90s,
Right.
right? But that's,
From afar, it looked like oh my gosh, what's the name of that? Those beads, not ceramic. The ones hippies wear. Dang it, brain is completely blocked.
I don't know.
Anywho,
I
I didn't realize they were fabric until you brought it up close.
I'm not the beads that hippies wear. All right, where are hippies? I am not a hippie person. Where are hippies in the chat?
Not just hippies. Man. Not ceramic, they're not plastic. They're like that clay. But they have a special word for them. There's someone that carries this designer in Rensselaer.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's surprising. Rensselaer is not far from either one of us. Kind of maybe halfway between. But if anyone's interested in there, let me know. We will work something out.
I would say 60.
Yeah, well, I was thinking if anyone wanted it today for 50, I would start it at 50 if there was a 50. So that's where I was at, but I didn't really. So Rhonda says 60. I'll start it at 50 if anyone's interested. And
oops, I meant to write 50.
50 start if anyone's interested. Wilma Spagli. And then don't forget I do have the Trifari. So
Polymer. That's what I was.
Polymer?
They were polymer.
Okay.
I knew the word would come to me eventually. Complete mind #blank.
Wow.
17 people here. Not one person helped me.
Not one hippie. There's not one, you're the only hippie in the bunch. 17 people. And no one would help her. They're all looking up Wilma Spagli. So that's that. Like I say, those two pieces I was kind of very fortunate to come into. So
Ow.
Someone needs coffee. All right, we're gonna come back here. We'll start this one at $6. $6. This is Trifari. This is Trifari as well. There's Trifari. Trifari TM. It's the black and gold rope chain, rope necklace.
Ravi, rapper chain. That looks short though.
It is.
That looks like maybe 16.
I got to get my other measuring tape. So the drop
Y'all, I still have not caught up in enough sleep from this past weekend.
Rhonda is right. It's an 8-inch drop, so it's about a 16-inch necklace, and it's the black and gold.
I really like that. I'm not into gold, but I like the black.
And it is marked Trifari TM on the.
That's a nice one.
And I'll tell you all, I do not like listing jewelry. I list pins, but I do not like listing jewelry. Not even a little bit. I almost want to send it to Nikki and have her sell it. She lists the jewelry all the time. We've seen this before too. Little pendant, the blue stone in the frog.
Oh my gosh, this.
We'll start that. I do not see a marking on it. I'm looking to see if there's a sterling mark on it. I'll test it and we can go from there, but I do not see one. Oh wait, it is signed. It is signed.
Oh my gosh.
Wheeler. It's signed Wheeler. Wheeler.
Morning, George G.
So we'll start that at $6 as well if anyone's interested in the. It's marked. Let's see. Right underneath the leg, right there. As soon as it focuses, it's marked. It's signed Wheeler. I don't know if you can see it. Is it coming through, Rhonda?
I sees it.
Wheeler. Bueller. Hey, George. And it's got the blue stone in the. I gotta start writing things down, guys. You start buying things, I gotta write things down. You got it, Robin. I got you. Give the chords. I'm trying to make it so you guys can see that better. And my light is not cooperating. All right, so
Dang, Robin.
I've got you for the Trifari.
Enjoy it, Lovey.
Broad?
It's a pendant, Renee.
It's definitely a pendant. There's no pin. It's definitely a pendant with the veil at the top.
He's just super cute. That's a first for me. It's cute Jelly Belly.
Annie says pendant.
Annie, sell it.
Sell it.
All in, all done.
Sell it. It's sold. It's sold. Sold to Vintage Memories. Sorry, I forgot you were in, so I didn't run it. $12. Thank you. Thank you.
Congrats, Robin. He's awesome.
Thank you.
I couldn't find him, so hopefully you make out nice with that. Or you enjoy wearing it.
All right, I have shown this once before. It is some sort of stone, orange. Why is that? It's a ring.
I'd go with Jasper, red Jasper, maybe orange Jasper. It's not translucent enough to be carnelian.
I'm getting nothing. Okay. So it's not the largest ring in the world in terms of size.
Awarded
It, fall,
Shanika.
it falls down to like a 5.5 ish. Yeah. Hey, Shanika, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's going okay. So it's like a 5.5, some sort of bad lighted jasper. There we go. Definitely has that orange. I'd start that at $5 if anyone was interested. $5 for that.
Not Cinnabar, no. Too orange.
Robin, I was like, I have a pile of stuff, and I was like, where did Robin's stuff go? It's right there. I have it. Don't worry, Robin. There's your stuff. Anybody interested? Could it be? I don't know what it is. It could be anything.
Too stony.
Too.
Cinnabar isn't gold.
Says the hippie. It's too stony. I don't know what that means. Too stony. But it's not, like I say, it's only a 5.25, which that's as far as it fits on my pinky finger. I don't worry unless to sell it. Yeah. Well, I did. I looked over and I was like, where is it?
She said, I don't worry unless the seller worries.
Nope. All right. Past that. No problem. What else do I have here? What else do I have here I can show you? Anybody interested in the Vera Brags? I do have the Vera bags if anyone's interested. So I'm not selling this. This just happens to be my favorite piece that I have right now. It's a West Germany braided ring with that. I don't know what that is in there, but yeah. It's brown with white and brown stripes, and a clear piece. But it is a West Germany sizable, the braided ring. I like that. Why I like that, I don't know. I just do. So I'm just showing it today.
That's actually really funky. Like it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get so you can see the piece in there, the stone better. Bring it over here. Is that better? Oh, the lighting is horrible. That doesn't work. As we all get older, right? I'm guessing many people in the chat remember like the Berlin Wall coming down in 1989 and all that stuff. But as we get older, this West Germany stuff is going to be harder and harder to come by.
I have a few pieces myself that were my mother's. I couldn't give them up.
I almost got a pair of earrings the other day. The price was right, and then I saw they wanted to charge $17 for shipping for a pair of earrings. And I asked them, I said, are you putting that in a medium flat rate box for a pair of earrings? And they didn't respond, so I didn't. Now that's just, I understand covering your costs and stuff, but $17 for a pair of earrings to ship was ridiculous. Yeah, I'm guessing 50s. And it is marked West Germany on the bottom. 50s. Here's one. I don't think this is signed. We'll start this one at $2. So it's almost like a peacock feather. It's got some wear on the beads. You can see there's some wear spots. It's a brooch. Nice straight pin. rollover clasp. It does. I guess you could use it as a. I guess that could be a bail for a chain, so it could be broocher bail, but it almost looked like a peacock, the back of a peacock feather or whatever. So anybody that is here that hasn't bought from me before, it is we're talking about shipping. I do flat rate shipping anywhere in the continental or anywhere in the U.S. It's $5 for flat, $5 flat rate for under a pound and $10 over a pound. So I will fully admit sometimes I make a few cents, and a lot of times it costs me a few dollars. That's how I look at my shipping. But I'm upfront about it.
It evens out.
Yeah. I got this ring that we'll show. So I think that's acrylic on the top, made to look like, I mean, it looks like howlite or whatever, but it's not cold. I think it's an acrylic, but it's that big moon-like, and it's a side.
Remember, Renee, to ask people what their shipping is before you purchase from them. Because some people don't do pirate ship. They do straight UPS boxes or USPS boxes,
or they go to the counter. I
yeah.
ran into that the other day too. Well, I ship by going to the post office counter, and whatever they tell me it is what I charge you. I'm like, wow. So 6 3/4 maybe.
6 3/4, about 6 1/2, 6 3/4.
So like
right in there. Yeah, right 6 1/2.
$3 for that. If anyone's interested.
Is it gold?
Is it gold?
Cold.
Oh, no.
Okay, it's acrylic then.
It's an acrylic.
Acrylics make it look like howlite.
Yeah, it's got there is some wear on the band. You can see the copper, the silver plate is worn off on the band a little bit where it's copper, but I don't know. I like that too. Here's one. I need your help. What is this? What on earth is that? I mean, obviously it's an anchor, but what?
I would say a money clip.
Money clip, maybe.
Or a shoe clip, scarf clip, collar clip. I don't know.
So I just noticed that. So where these two bars come to the top of the anchor, this side is loose.
Oh, that's because it's not attached.
Well, that's what I mean. It's not loose, not attached. Aren't those the same things? Yeah, it should be attached. I'm picking on you, Rhonda.
Gotcha. Morning, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn. But $2 if anybody wants that, knowing that the one side of the top is not connected to
That's
the
an
anchor.
easy solder fix.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure. I had never seen a money clip open like that.
Me either.
But that doesn't mean anything.
Did you test it?
No, I didn't. It's not marked, but I didn't test it either.
It makes sense if it was silver. It doesn't look silver, but you never know. Bookmark, yeah.
Bookmark, yeah. Annie says she can use it as a bookmark. So it's got almost a 1/4 inch gap between the ring and the anchor there. Do you want it, Annie? $2. Let it. Annie says it's more when you go to the actual post office.
She was asking.
Yeah, Annie. So yes, a lot. For example, that's the retail rate, and all of these sites like Shippo and Pirate Ship and I'm trying to think of who else. Shippo, Pirate Ship, Stamps.com. They offer the commercial rates. Annie says, yeah. Okay. I'm calling it a bookmark. Thanks, Annie. Appreciate it. So the price that you pay retail at the post office for me to send. All right, for Annie, this is going to be like, if I were to send this to you today by itself in Texas, it would probably cost me about $4 to send, four and change to send that to you with tracking. If I went to the post office and just said, "Hey, I need to send this to Texas," it'd be $5.85. So, and that's on something super light. Imagine what it costs when you're talking 2.3 pounds or something. So. Trying to make it so we have better light here, folks, and it's not working at all. Where does that need to be? So it's out of my picture.
Time for a second rig light.
I've got one of those right here. I've got one. I've got lights all over the place. What I don't have is enough USB ports.
Time for an external USB port.
That's right. I need one of those.
I have one of those too.
Okay, I am going to sell this.
A poly bag, Annie.
What's that?
Unless you get something big.
Oh yeah, that would go in a. So it would probably go. Hang on, Annie. So by itself, I use. So this is a pin, and that code on there is just the QR code for the label. But I buy these by the thousands. They're 8x5 bubble mailers. So that's a pin that's going out that's sold. That would go in that, and that would be, like I say,
$5.
A lot more. Yeah, it'd be $5 shipping, and unless you bought more. So I've been holding on to this for a long time. What's up? My wife just texted me. Okay. Tax questions. Because we just did our taxes, and now the questions are starting to come.
Nikki does that. Nikki likes her boxes, but you're not paying for it. She doesn't charge you. She's scared that her stuff will get broken, so she doesn't use poly mailers.
Right. And Nikki sells a lot of blingy brooches and stuff where they could get beat up and stones fall out.
She's worried of it getting hurt, but you don't pay extra for it. Trust me.
Right.
She eats those costs.
And she buys, everybody's bought stuff from Nikki, right? And it comes so well packaged.
Yeah.
It comes in those 4x4x4 boxes. Nikki's probably buying them 1,000 at a time, if not more.
Yeah, she is.
I'm looking this up because I don't remember how to say the name.
I've been on her, Annie. Rubber, whatever it is. And if it wasn't her, I mean, who knows? But probably the same thing. They're just worried their inventory will get damaged.
Right. All right. So we're going to do a $12 start here. Computer guy. Nikki's not here for John, but usually. So it's a knight in shining armor. His staff does removed, and it's a Veronese. 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 Computer guy. Computer figure. There we go. And this is, like I say, this staff or machete or whatever the heck that thing's called that a knight carries, it does come out. And it's marked Veronese, 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 Veronese. There you go. Rhonda's got it in the chat. Veronese. Computer figure. Sometimes retail sales best eBay prices. Compare packaging.
Were you able to find him? He looks like
Similar.
one of those Dungeon and Dragons guys.
Yeah, I'll give you the height on him. So just the knight is just under 4.5. The height of the staff is just over 5.5 total. We did a $12 stuff, and I'm not sure if you can see that well or what. I'm gonna have to change as I start to clean here. I think I'm going to turn my operation around so that the big window is to my back instead of me looking out. All right, there's our Veronese guy. We do have, that'll be the last thing I show today. We do have, it's 10:44, and Rhonda is heading over to, George, what do you mean compare packaging materials? Also sometimes retail sales best eBay.
Is that what you asked for him, 12?
To start, yeah.
Okay. Robin's in at 12. Anybody
Awesome.
want to go 14?
You can see him better there. See the top of his staff. See my my tapestry fell down.
You had it up with tape?
Because remember, I was doing it. I had about 4.5 seconds to do it before we started. That's why I was just happy it stayed up for that show.
Right.
Andrew's in at 15. Yeah, I got to switch things around so my lighting is better.
That was Pater's tape. If you saw Jabberty the other day, he had a big tiger tapestry up.
Yeah, I had a big. The painter's tape was there because before Jabberty, I decided to hang that up about 2 minutes before we started, and I couldn't hang it up properly, so I used painter's tape.
It depends, George. See, the more poly envelopes you buy, the better the price. See, like, yeah. I only get like 50 to 100 at a time, where I'm paying way more than Javi is because he's buying them by the thousands.
Yeah, I buy 2,500 of those little envelopes at a time, and I usually have to do twice a year is how I usually have to, what I have to do. That's what it's been going the last couple of years, twice a year for 2,500 at a time. And then I buy through eBay, I have the coupon for the materials because I have a certain level store. That's where I get my eBay boxes. And then I do have, and I'll show them here before we go, are we sold? Vintage Memories. Thank you. What do we sell for? 17. Thank you. I'll show you. Put that over. I will show you. I also buy poly bags. Poly bags.
See, I found one that I like because I don't go through a lot of them because I don't sell a lot. Right. But I like that they're purple, so I'm willing to spend what I spend because they're purple.
I get little. These are not padded. I get bags. I get elephants and balloons, snake skins, and then I have the larger white ones that I have for the sweatshirts. Sweatshirts. Anybody want sweatshirts in bulk? The 90s discus sweatshirts. I have 50 of them boxed up, ready to go. 2 big boxes, new with tags, some hoodies, some not, different sizes, different colors. I was selling those. I will sell both of them. $225 shipped to you via UPS within the U.S. And that's 50 brand new sweatshirts from the 1990s different colors, some with logos, some with not. 225 shipped. If you only want 25 of them, then I do it for 112 shipped. If you only want one of the boxes. But
with that, I have to go.
yes, Rhonda,
Annie has
thank
a
you.
question for you.
Who
Have
did?
a great day, y'all. See you soon. Annie.
All right. So these, Annie, these different, and this one's going to actually get thrown away because it's stuck to another one. Like the padded ones or the design ones? And I have all sorts of different. I have leaves and frogs and anchors and elephants. They come like the design ones. So actually, there's a woman on she runs them on eBay, and I will gladly put her store. Her name's Patty, and she usually has them, and I buy them from her. I don't know if that's the cheapest place to get them. I don't know. I've just purchased from her from years. And hang on, I will put her store name in the chat. I just need to find it. But her name's Patty, and so I will put her store name in the chat. I don't get anything for this. We are not connected other than I just purchased from her and have before. But if you search, there's her store name on eBay. You can find her. I'm looking right now to see if she has poly mailers. Usually she does. Oh yeah. So that's just her store right there. She's got all sorts of different designs up. You can get 30 10 by 13s, which are like those different designs, $450 plus $635 shipping. That's my shipping. I'm guessing it's calculated shipping. Depending on where you live, it might be a little bit more. Because she's in New Jersey. So shipping to New York, probably a little bit less. It might be a little bit more for you for shipping, depending on where you are. But I see deer and roses and pumpkins, and flowers and squigglies and leopard print, just in her store right now. So that's where I get those. That is where I get all of those. I haven't purchased from her in a while, but that is where these have all come from. PNJ. And like I say, I'm not, no one get the wrong idea. I'm not affiliated. I don't get anything. If you buy from her, she doesn't get anything extra. There's no sponsorship or anything. It's just someone I happen to know that sells poly mailers at a decent price. So, watch Big Barn's going live here. Are you doing a recap? I can do a recap. So the only thing that did not, there are two items that didn't sell that I showed today. They were the higher end pieces that I had. One, throwing stuff around. This was the Trifari TM Tiger brooch, the green eyes. That was $100. Buy it now if you were interested. It is marked Trifari, and if you look that up there, that's a good price for it. But Trifari Tiger, the green eyes. And then we started this. This is a Wilma Spagley necklace. It's got the cloth wrapped around, and then each of these silver pieces on the cords is meant to look like a snake. And that was a $50 start, so we would have to restart that. And you want the stone ring? Okay, so that's $5. Shanika. You can have that. $5. Sold. Thank you. There it is. I'm going to just put it in as sold. So it's in the chat. And I think You've purchased from me before, right? So I should have your information. Let me just check that real quick to make sure. Just make sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No problem. I got, as long as nothing's changed, we're good to go. And I will get that out to you. I will be invoicing probably tonight or tomorrow. Again, and I do my shipping is a flat $5 under a pound, $10 over a pound. So you never pay more than $10 in shipping, no matter what it is, how much you purchase, unless I specify different. For instance, the sweatshirts that I talked about are the 50 sweatshirts, $225 for 50 of them, boxed up and shipped if any. Okay, just make sure your address, Shanika, is correct in PayPal. The address that you want it sent to is correct in PayPal, and we will be all set. I don't hold, Shanika, because I don't. That's how I can make it fair with everybody. And my next auction is Drop It on Saturday with Nikki, where we will drop. But I will hold it till Saturday. But after that, because I'm on vacation, and I don't want to hold things for the whole month of February. So thanks for the variety. I appreciate that, Vintage Memories. Don't forget, check out, if you are a Whatnot user, Jabby's Treasures on Whatnot. I'm calling it an estate sale clean out on Friday evening at 7:00 Eastern. I say low starts. I don't think I have anything on there over a $10 start. A lot of things at the $2 to $3 range, a couple $5 things. But come join me Friday at 7:00 if you are a Whatnot user. Just come hang out. Even if you don't purchase, that would be wonderful. Come in, say hi for just a minute. If that's all you can do, that would be awesome. I would love to see all of you there. My daughter will be helping me. My 12-year-old daughter will be helping me that night, and we will sell until we're tired, and then I'll continue to do those shows more often to kind of build that following back up. But with that, I hope everyone has a good day. Don't forget, follow Rhonda over to Big Barn. I don't know if she dropped the link before she went. She did not, but if you're not sure how to get to Big Barn, just Google Big Barn Auction Company and you will find them. That's where JJ will be selling this morning. Rhonda will be modding. Also, Nikki and Ella are on Ella's channel right now selling. So if you want something different, you can go over there and say hi to them. Tell them I sent you. And with that, I hope everyone has a great day, and we will see you in the chats. Take care, everybody. Thanks.